Good afternoon and welcome to the men's championship game. Your starting lineups. First up for the Fairfield Falcons, number 10, Cody Kennedy. For the Ellinwood Eagles, number 0, Britton Dutton. Falcons, number 12, Ashton Cochran. Number 1 for the Eagles, Tyler Stolsatz. Number 15 for the Falcons, Mason Kalmar. Number 14 for the Eagles, Cody Zink. Number 22 for the Falcons, Ethan Waters. Number 21 for the Eagles, Parker Scheck. And number 43 for the Fairfield Falcons, Jacob Bauman. And number 24 for the Eagles, Coy Binky. Good luck to both teams. The Falcons will start off with the ball. Cochran will pass into Waters. Waters with the ball at the top of the key. Passes over to Bauman. Bauman looks inside to Kalmar. It's not there. Starts to drive. Foul on the drive. Falcons ball underneath. Foul is going to be on number 21 for the Eagles, Parker Scheck. Waters gets the ball, shoots the 3, is called for a travel. Eagles ball. Stolsatz will pass into Britton. Dutton gives it over to Binky, and this Binky is called for a travel with Falcons ball. Waters with the ball. Water passes to Cochran. Cochran looks inside, passes over to Bauman. Scheck tries to pick the ball off, but Bauman recovers it. Bauman passes to Cochran. Cochran over to Bauman. Bauman's looking inside, looks to drive. Goes up for the layup and is stopped by Scheck. Ball goes up and is rebounded by no one. A foul is called. Foul is going to be on number 43, Jacob Bauman. That's his first and the team's first. Dutton with the ball, passes Stolsatz, back to Dutton. Dutton dumps it all the way down to Zink. Zink looks to take the layup, and it's good for 2. Waters with the ball, gives it back to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Cochran. Cochran moves the ball back to Kennedy. Kennedy goes over, gives it to Waters. With the ball across the half-court line, and Waters goes to drive. Moving screen called on the Eagles. Foul is on the floor. Foul is going to be on number 1, Tyler Stolsatz. That is his first foul and the team's second. Bauman looking to inbounds the ball. Gets it in. Gets swatted by the Eagles. Gets back to Bauman. Bauman goes to pass it over to Waters. Waters goes up and foul is called. Foul was on the floor. The foul was by number 24, Corey Binky of the Eagles. Kalmar inbounds to Kennedy. Kennedy passes to Cochran. Cochran gives it back to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking, gives it over to Waters. Waters inside to Bauman. Bauman looks to take a 3, pulls up, kicks it out over to Cochran. Cochran swings over to Kennedy. Kennedy looks inside, gives it back to Waters. Waters looking inside, looking to drive. Pressure's being brought on. Waters kicks it out to Cochran. Cochran gets called. Foul is called on the drive. Foul's on number 24, Coy Binky, and that is his second foul, the team's fourth. Timeout called It's a 30-second timeout called by Ellinwood. Falcons will have the ball. Cochran looking at inbounds, gives it over to Waters. Waters at the top of the key. Waters looks to drive. It's not there, kicks it out to Kennedy, and is called for a travel before he can get the ball off. Stolzat's looking to inbounds to Dutton. Falcons there to put the press on. Dutton over to Zink. Zink back out to Dutton. Dutton swings over to Brock. Dutton gets the ball back up at the top. Dutton swings it over to Stolzatz. Tipped by Waters. Stolzatz got it. Gets back to Dutton. Dutton shoots a three. It's no good. Rebound by Sheck. The basket is good. And one. Sheck will be shooting one. Foul is on number 43, Jacob Bauman, and that it will be his second foul, the team's second foul. The free throw is shot up, no good. Waters with the ball, hands it off to Cochran. Cochran looks inside, gives it to Kalmar. Kalmar looks to shoot, it's not there, kicks it back out to Bauman. Bauman with the ball, Bauman shoots the three, it's no good. Rebounded by Sheck. Sheck hands it off to Brock. Brock loses it. Recovered by Kalmar. Kalmar gives it over to Waters. Waters with the ball at the top of the key. Swings it over to Bauman. Bauman looks inside. Dumps it inside to Kennedy. Kennedy goes up and misses. Foul is called on the shot. Kennedy will go to the line shooting two. Foul is on number 5, Alex Brock for the Eagles. That is his first foul, the team's 5th. Kennedy looking to put points on the board for the Falcons. First free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is up and is good. Eagles ball. Stolzatz gives it into Brock. Brock gives it back to Stolzatz. Stolzatz back to Brock. Brock brings the ball down the court, pulls it back, gives it over to Stolzatz. Stolzatz into Dutton. Dutton looks to dump it inside to Sheck. Sheck goes up for the layup. The layup is no good, but is fouled on the shot. Foul is going to be on number 21, Camry Homeout for the Falcons. That is his first and the team's third. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is up and is no good. Rebounded by Ethan Waters. Waters with the ball, bringing the ball down the court. Waters sends it over to Cochran. Cochran looks to drive, pulls it out. Gives it over to Homont. Homont gives it over to Kennedy. Kennedy inside to Kalmar, and it's just wide and goes out of bounds. Eagles ball. Dutton with the ball. Dutton sends it into Brock. Brock looks to drive, goes up, and is swatted down by Mason Kalmar. Recovered by Camry Homont. Homont gives it to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters is looking inside, setting up the offense. Waters swings over to Homont. Homont looks inside, dumps it to Cochran. Cochran gets a hand on it but loses it. Dutton recovers the ball. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton looks to go all the way, puts it up, and it's good for two. Cochran gives the ball to Waters. Waters back to Cochran. Cochran looks to bring it down, gives it over to Kennedy. Kennedy sends it back to Cochran. Cochran over back to Kennedy. It's tipped by Zink. Recovered by Homont. Homont to Kennedy. Kennedy brings the ball down the rest of the way. Kennedy looking to drive. Goes to dump it to Homont. Blocked by Sheck. Dutton with the ball. Dutton looks to drive. Foul called on the floor. Foul is on number 15, Mason Kalmar. That is his first foul of the day and the team's fourth. Dutton with the ball. Dutton passes to Stolsat. Stolsat shoots the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Camry Homont. Homont hands the ball off to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters passes to Kalmar. Kalmar looks inside. Passes over to Homont. Homont's looking inside. Swings over to Cochran. Cochran is looking inside, looks to drive, pulls it out, takes a jump shot, and it's good for two. Just under 4 minutes left in the quarter. The score is 6-4. Dutton with the ball. Dutton passes to Stolsat. Stolsat's back to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down, dumps it over to Brock. Brock gives it over to Zink. Zink goes up for the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Camry Homont. Homont passes over to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters looking to swing the ball, swings it over to Cochran. Cochran looking inside. Swings it over to Homont. Homont looking inside. Foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on number 5, Alex Brock. That is his second foul and the team's sixth. Sheck is checked back in for Brock. Kennedy is checked out. In for Kennedy is number 25, Jared Bauman. Homont inbounds the ball to Bauman. Bauman looks to take the shot. It's not there. Kicks it out to Waters. Waters pulls it out. Waters passes over to Cochran. Cochran looking inside. Cochran swings the ball over to Kalmar. Kalmar looking inside. 3-second lane violation called on the Falcons. Zink will inbound to Dutton. Dutton with the ball. Dutton over to Stolsat. Stolsat's over to number 25, Gage Hossman. Hossman gives the ball over to Dutton. A foul is called. Foul's going to be on number 22, Ethan Waters. That's his first foul and the team's fifth. Zink will inbound the ball. Zink gets it into Dutton. Dutton looks to drive. Takes the shot. And is fouled on the shot. No basket. Foul will be on number 15, Mason Kalmar. Excuse me, there is a basket, and Dutton will be shooting one. And free throw is good. Number 23, Brady Fowler checking in for number 15, Mason Kalmar. Fowler inbounds to Waters. Waters back to Fowler. Fowler over to Cochran. Cochran to Homont. Homont to Bauman. Bauman looks inside. Looks to drive. Gives it inside to Fowler. Fowler gets the ball. Gives it to Homont. Homont gets it up. It's no good. Rebounded by number 21, Sheck for Ellinwood. Dutton gets the ball. Gives it over to Stolsat. Stolsat's over to Hossman. Homont with the rebound. Waters bringing the ball down the court. Falcons set up their offense. Passes to Bauman. Bauman looks inside. It's not there. Passes it over to Fowler. Fowler looks, gives it to Waters. Waters is looking inside. Waters passes to Bauman. Bauman's looking to drive. Bauman goes up, shots up. The basket is good and a foul. Foul will be on number 0, Britton Dutton for the Eagles. Free throw is no good. Eagles ball. Zink with the ball for the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Camry Homont. Home passes to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters looks to go all the way. It's not there. Passes it out to Cochran. Cochran looks to drive. It's not there. Gives it to Bauman. Bauman looks to shoot the three. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton looking to drive. Swings it over to Sheck. Sheck puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Ethan Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Swings it over to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive. Bauman puts the ball up. It's no good. Recovered by Dutton. Zink passes the ball over to Dutton. Dutton brings it down, swings it over to Stolzatz. Stolzatz back to Dutton. Dutton looks to take the three. It's not there. He drives, puts the ball up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Dutton. Dutton puts it back up, and it's good for two. Just under a minute left in the quarter. Cochran with the ball. Cochran over to Fowler. Fowler gives it to Waters. Waters bringing the ball up. Gives it back to Fowler. Fowler gets it across. Gives it over to Bauman. Bauman looking. Gives it inside to Homont. Dutton. Homont goes up for two. No good. And is rebounded by Stolzatz. Dutton with the ball. Just over 30 seconds left in the quarter. Screen set. Dutton takes the jump shot, and it is good. Just under 30 seconds left. Falcons with the ball. Fowler gets the ball, gives it to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters slows it down. Falcons looking to set something up. Waters passes to Bauman. Bauman's looking inside. It's not there. Bauman goes to drive. Gives it off to Waters. Waters goes up for two. Foul is called. No shot on the foul. Fowler will be on the floor. Waters will go to the line, shooting 1-1. Foul is on number 0, Britton Dutton of the Eagles. Waters looking to decrease the lead by 2. It's just 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is up, and it's good. 8 seconds left. Stolzatz gets the ball into Dutton. Dutton looking to drive to get one more shot off before the clock runs out. Goes up, and it's good. And that will conclude the first quarter. The score, Ellinwood Eagles 15, Fairfield Falcons 8. Dutton with the ball. Dutton swings over to number 10, Cale Batchman. Dutton over to Stolzatz. Stolzatz looking inside, gives it back to Dutton. Dutton shoots a long three. No good. Rebounded by Ashton Cochran. Cochran running the ball down the court. Looking to set up the offense. Swings it over to Kalmar. Kalmar is looking inside. Dumps it into Bauman. And a foul will be called on number 21, Parker Sheck of the Eagles. That is his second foul and the team's 9th. Bauman will go to the line shooting 1-1. Bauman's free throw is up, and it's good. Looking to decrease the lead to 5. Free throw is up. No good. The ball is rebounded by Hausman. Ball gets down to Batchman. Batchman over to Binky. Hausman kicks it out to Stolsats. Stolsats takes a jumper. No good. Falcons ball. Waters with the ball. Waters passes to Bauman. Bauman brings it up. Passes back to Waters. Waters goes to attack. Pulls it out. Waters sets up the offense for the Falcons. Waters passes over to Cochran. Cochran looks to drive. Moves the ball over to Bauman. Bauman looks to take the 3. Drives inside. Goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Ethan. Nope. Rebounded by Stolsats. Binky with the ball. Binky over to Zink. Zink hands it off to Stolsats. Stolsats back to Binky. Binky over to Batchman. Batchman back to Binky. Binky to the inside over to Zink. Zink looking to take the layup. Kicks it back out to Binky. Binky over to Batchman. Batchman shoots a 3. It's no good. Ball is rebounded by number 22, Ethan Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters dumps the ball over to Cochran. Cochran goes inside, takes the jump shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jacob Bauman. Bauman goes up for the shot, and it's good for 2. Score now is 15-11, just over 6 minutes left in the half. Binky with the ball. Binky passes over to Batchman. Batchman back to Binky. Binky looks to go inside, gives it inside, loses the ball. Recovered by Ashton Cochran. Cochran gives the ball to Bauman. Bauman over to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters over to Bauman. Bauman looks, swings it over to Kennedy. Kennedy to Waters. Waters has the ball, pulls it out, dumps it over the top to Cochran. Cochran over to Kennedy. Kennedy gets the ball. Kennedy shoots a 3 and is called for a travel. Dutton with the ball. Waters there to put pressure on. Dutton brings it down. Dutton loses it, gets it back, gives it inside to Hausman. Hausman kicks it out to Stolsats. Stolsats with the ball. Stolsats puts it up, and it's good for 2. Waters with the ball. Waters going. Pressure brought on by Dutton. Waters shakes it off. Gives it over to Bauman. Bauman looks to take the 3. It's not there. Kicks it over back to Waters. Waters inside to Kalmar. Kalmar loses it, and it's recovered by Zink. Zink hands it off to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down. Dutton looking inside. Dutton over to Binky. Binky over to Stolstats. Stolstats shoots the 3, and it's good. Full timeout called by the Falcons. 5 minutes left in this first half. Your score 20-11. Bauman inbounds the ball to Waters. Waters back to Bauman. Bauman brings the ball up and is called for a travel. Dutton with the ball for the Eagles. Dutton swings over to Stolsats. Stolsats back to Dutton. Dutton over to Binky. Binky looks to take the 3. It's not there. Gives it back to Dutton. Dutton looks inside. Dutton goes to drive. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ethan Waters. Waters gets all the way down. Dumps it over to Cochran. Cochran looks to take the jump shot, and it's no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Eagles. Falcons ball underneath. Sheck is checked back in for the Eagles. Waters inbounds the ball to Bauman. Bauman looks inside. It's not there. Gives it inside to Waters. Waters goes to take the shot. No good. Rebounded by Mason Kalmar. Kalmar gets pushed out of bounds, throws it in, and is recovered by Dutton. Dutton brings the ball all the way down, hands it to Sheck. Sheck loses it. Bauman gets a hand on it. Sheck gets recovery of the ball, shoots it for 2. Bauman with the ball, bringing it down, tosses it over to Waters. Intercepted by Dutton, and a foul is called. The foul will be on number 22, Ethan Waters, and that is his 2nd foul, the team's 7th foul, and Dutton will go to the line shooting 1-1. First free throw is good. Brady Fowler and Jacob Bauman or Jared Bauman are checking in for the Falcons. Ashton Cochran and Cody Kennedy are coming off. Second free throw is no good. Bauman with a rebound. Bauman passes to Fowler. Fowler inside to Kalmar. Kalmar goes to pass to Bauman, and it's tipped out of bounds by Binky. Falcons ball underneath. Bauman inbounds to Bauman. Bauman at the top of the tee. Passes to Kalmar. Kalmar back to Bauman. Bauman is looking. Gives it to Waters. Waters looks to drive. Pulls it out. Kicks it out to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive. Kicks it out to Kalmar. Kalmar shoots the 3, and the ball is swatted away by Sheck. Out of bounds. Still Falcons ball. Bauman will inbounds the ball. Five-second lane violation. Dutton with the ball. Stolsats over to Zink. Zink back to Stolsats. Stolsats back to Dutton at the top. Dutton over to Binky. Binky shoots the 3, and it's good. Waters with the ball. Waters passes to Fowler. Fowler looks to take the 3. It's not there. Fowler moves the ball over. Goes to pass the ball to Bauman, and the ball goes between his legs. Dutton with the ball. Dutton passes to Stolsats. Stolsats shoots the 3. It's a long miss. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Just under 3 minutes left in the half. Score is 26-11. Hossman is checked in for Sheck. Bauman with the ball. Bauman passes to Fowler. Fowler over to Waters. Waters back to Fowler. Fowler over to Bauman. Bauman looking. Gives it to Homont. Homont gives it over to Waters. Waters looks inside. It's not there. Kicks it out to Bauman. Bauman is looking to drive. Goes for the drive. Goes up. Puts the ball up. No good. Ball is rebounded by Binky. Binky brings the ball down. Binky goes all the way. Dumps it over to Hossman. Hossman puts it up for 2. No good. Recovered by Dutton. Swatted away by Waters. Fowler with the recovery of the ball. Fowler looks to drive, pulls it out. Dutton swats the ball, gets control, and now Dutton is bringing the ball down the court. Dutton pulls it out, throws the drive, shoots, and it's good for 2. Waters with the ball. Zink putting pressure on Waters. Waters hands it off to Fowler. Fowler is looking, hands it back to Waters. Waters brings it across. Waters up at the top of the key. Gives it over to Bauman. Bauman gives it over to Kalmar. Kalmar inside to Fowler. Fowler looks to take the shot and is fouled on the floor. Fowler will go to the line shooting 2. It was the team's 10th foul. And the foul was on number 1, Tyler Stolsatz. That is his 2nd foul of the day. Free throw is up, and it's good. Cody Kennedy is checked back in for the Falcons, and number 3, Drew Hines, is checked in for the Eagles. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hossman. Hossman gives the ball off to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton is looking inside. Dutton looks to drive, goes up, and it's good. Fowler with the ball, gives it to Waters. Waters, it's a little pressure by Dutton. Waters over to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive, puts it up. No good, recovered by Hossman. Hossman gives it to Dutton. Dutton brings it down. Dutton sends it all the way down to Binky. Binky goes up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Waters with the ball. Waters brings it down. Waters is looking to drive, and a foul is called on the floor. Waters will go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on number 25 of the Eagles, Gage Hossman. That is his first. Team's 11th. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Dutton inbounds the ball to Hines, back to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down. Dutton looking to drive. Ball's up. Dutton makes the basket and draws a foul. Dutton will go to the line shooting 1. Foul's on number 21, Camry Homont, and that will be his 2nd team foul. The team's 8th foul. Dutton's free throw is good. Homont with the ball. Homont over to Waters. Waters starts bringing the ball down, gives it over to Fowler. Fowler brings it, swings to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking inside, gives it to Fowler. Fowler looks to take the shot, kicks it out to Bauman. Bauman gets the ball. Bauman loses control, and in the process of going up for the shot, the ball goes out of bounds. Just under 1 minute left in the half. Dutton with the ball. Homont putting pressure on Dutton. Dutton looks to drive. It's not there. Swings over to Hossman. Hossman over to Hines. Hines gives it to Binky. Binky is looking inside. Binky goes to drive, kicks it out to Hines. Hines goes to drive. Hines goes up for a jump shot, and it's good for 2. Waters with the ball. Waters kicks it over to Kennedy. Kennedy dumps it down to Bauman. Bauman is looking inside. Bauman looks to attack. Swings it over to Homont. Homont dumps it across the way to Fowler. Fowler shoots the 3, and it's good. Dutton bringing the ball down the court. 10 seconds left in the half. Homont applying pressure on Dutton. Dutton looks to drive, puts it up, and it's good for 2. And that will conclude the first half of the game. Your score, Ellinwood Eagles 39, Fairfield Falcons 16. Falcons will start with the ball here at the start of the third quarter. We're trying to figure out what the issue is over at the scores table as we wait for the third quarter to begin. Stay tuned. And we're back. Falcons with the ball. Waters coming to the top of the key. Waters over to Cochran. Cochran is looks to drive, pulls it out, gives it to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive, goes up, shots up, no good, recovered by Sheck. Sheck gives it to Binky. Binky over to Dutton. Dutton all the way down to Stolsats. Stolsats looking to drive, take it in, and is knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. Eagles ball. Binky gets it into Stolsats. Stolsats sends it off to Dutton. Dutton is looking inside, dumps it into Sheck. Sheck puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Bauman. Bauman hands it off to Waters. Waters brings it down. Waters hands off to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking over. And is called for a travel. Dutton gives the ball over to Binky. Binky back to Dutton. Dutton shoots the three, and it's good. Waters with the ball. Waters passes to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Cochran. Cochran inside to Kalmar. Kalmar dumps it over to Waters. Waters goes up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Sheck. Sheck hands it off to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton over to Stolsats. Stolsats takes the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Jacob Bauman. Bauman with the ball. Hands it off to Waters. Waters looking inside. Swings it over to Bauman. Bauman looks to swing. Goes to give it inside, and it's tapped by Binky. Bauman with the ball. Bauman gets it, kicks it out to Kalmar. Kalmar gets to Waters. Waters shoots the three, and it's good. Zink hands it in to Dutton. Dutton brings it down. Dutton looks to drive. Kicks it over to Stolsats. Stolsats looks to drive. Goes to kick it inside to Sheck, but it is kicked out of bounds by Mason Kalmar. Eagles ball. Jared Bauman is checked back in for Mason Kalmar. Binky with the ball to inbounds, gives it to Sheck. Sheck goes up for two. It's swatted away by Bauman, rebounded by Bauman, loses it, and it rolls out of bounds. Eagles ball. Binky with the inbounds, goes and dumps it into Zink. Zink over to Dutton. Dutton shoots the three, and it's good. Waters with the ball, gives it over to Kennedy. Kennedy brings it down, dumps it back to Waters. Waters gets across, goes to the top of the key, starts to drive, goes up. It's called for a charge. That is Waters' third foul, the team's first foul of the second half. Dutton bringing the ball down. Dutton shoots the three, and it's good. Timeout is called, 30-second timeout, Falcons. Score, Ellinwood 46, Falcons 19.
We'd like to take this moment to remind our spectators that the consumption of food and drink in the gym is not permitted. Thank you.
Bauman inbounds the ball to Fowler. Fowler gives it back to Bauman. Bauman over to Cochran. Cochran sends it down over to Kennedy, and it is swatted out of bounds by Sheck. Be the Falcons' ball. Kennedy inbounds to Cochran. Cochran is looking, sends it over to Fowler. Fowler sends it down to Bauman. Bauman looks inside. It's not there, sends it over to Kennedy. Kennedy with the ball, sends it inside to Kennedy. Kennedy goes up for the layup. It's no good, rebounded by Sheck. Sheck hands off to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton looks to drive. Goes up with it, and it's good. Cochran with the ball over to Fowler. Fowler sends it over to Bauman. Bauman back to Fowler. Fowler goes to pass it to Kennedy, but Zink gets in the way of it. Dutton with the recovery. Dutton gets it, puts it up for two, and it's good. Fowler into Bauman. Bauman back to Fowler. Fowler over to Cochran. Cochran brings it back up. Looks to go inside. Goes to send it over to Bauman, but it's tipped off by Binky. Binky gives to Zink. Zink goes over to Dutton. Dutton gives it down to Binky. Binky dumps it inside to Sheck. Sheck goes to put it up. No good. Binky puts it up for three. No good. Stolzouts with the recovery. Does a layup. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Falcons ball. Fowler inbounds to Bauman. Bauman brings it all the way down, sends it all the way down to Kennedy. Kennedy looks to drive. Foul is called on the floor. Foul is on number 21 for the Eagles, Parker Sheck. That is his third foul and the team's first foul this half. Kennedy inbounds to Bauman. Bauman goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Dutton. Dutton with the ball, brings it down the court. Looks to drive and is called for a carry. Gage Hausman is checked back in for the Eagles. Parker Sheck is heading to the bench. Bauman with the ball. Bauman passes the ball over to Fowler. Fowler over to Cochran. Cochran looks. Goes to pass to Kennedy, and it's intercepted by Hausman. Hausman gives it to Binky. Binky drives down, goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Zink. Zink throws it up, makes the basket, and draws the foul. Zink will go to the line shooting one. Foul's on number 11, Andrew Kennedy for the Falcons. His first foul and the team's second foul this half. Free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dutton. Dutton makes the basket and draws the foul. Dutton will go to the line shooting one. Foul's on number 10, Cody Kennedy. That's his first foul and the team's fourth. timeout called by the Falcons. It'll be a full timeout. And we're back. Dutton at the line, shooting one shot. Basket's up, or ball's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy hands it over to Homont. Homont brings the ball down, sends it to Kennedy. Kennedy looks to drive, puts it up, and good for two. Dutton with the ball. Dutton sends it down to Stolsat. Stolsat looks to drive, puts it in, and draws the foul. The foul will be on number 11, Andrew Kennedy. That'll be his second foul and the team's third. Stolsats puts the first one in. And Stolsats goes 2 for 2. Ethan Waters is checking in for Ashton Cochran. Just over 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Kennedy inbounds to Bauman. Bauman sends it over to Homont. Homont down to Kennedy. Kennedy kicks it back out to Homont. Homont goes up. No good. Rebounded by Stolsats. Kennedy applying pressure. Binky with the ball. Binky goes to dump it inside to Hossman. It's picked off. Now Waters has the ball, bringing the ball down. Dutton there to apply pressure to Waters. Waters sends it over to Bauman. Bauman goes to pass to Kennedy, but Zink gets in the way and gets a hand on it, gives it over to Binky. Binky puts it up for two, and it's good. Waters with the ball. Waters sends it down to Homont. Homont gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Homont. Homont takes the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Stolsats. Stolsats hands it off to Dutton. Dutton brings the ball down the court. Dutton sends it across the way to Binky. Binky looks inside. It's not there. Gives it to Stolsats. Stolsats shoots the three, and it's good. Kennedy inbounds the ball to Bauman. Bauman brings the ball down. He's looking inside, trying to set up the offense. Bauman gives it to Waters. Waters looks to drive. Kicks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy looks to take the jump shot. It's not there. Pulls it out. Takes the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Binky. Binky brings the ball down. Binky goes all the way. Kicks it out to Dutton and called for a travel. Be the Falcons' ball. Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. The score is 61-21. Waters with the ball. Dutton applying pressure on Waters. Waters pulls it out. Gives it over to Kennedy. Kennedy gives it inside to Kalmar, and a foul is called. Foul will be on number 21, Parker Scheck, for the Eagles. That is his fourth foul, the team's second. Kennedy inbounds the ball over Dutton's head into Waters' hands. Waters passes to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking. Moves it over to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Waters. Waters looking inside. Gives it over to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive. Pulls it out. Gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking inside. Looks to drive. Kicks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy looks to take the shot. Pulls it up. Kicks it out to Waters. Waters with the ball. Brings it up to the top of the key. Is looking inside. Dumps it over to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking inside. Looking for help. Passes over to Kennedy. Kennedy looks inside to Kalmar. Gets to Kalmar, but Scheck gets a hand on it. Dutton recovers the ball. Dutton goes all the way. Pulls it out. Dumps it into Binky. Binky goes up for the layup and is no good, but is fouled on the shot. Binky will be shooting two. The foul is on number 10, Cody Kennedy. That is his second foul, the team's fifth foul. Just over 1 minute left in the quarter. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Kennedy with the ball, gives it to Waters. Waters back to Kennedy. Kennedy brings the ball down the court. Ashton Cochran gets ready to check back in for the Falcons. Kennedy passes to Waters. Waters looks to drive, loses the ball, is tripped up. Foul called on the Eagles. Falcons ball. Foul will be on number 0, Britton Dutton. That will be his third foul and the team's third foul this half. Timeout called Ellinwood, 30-second timeout. The score is 62-21. Just 30 seconds left in the quarter. Falcons ball underneath. The ball's down. Waters gets the ball, throws it in quick to Kennedy. Kennedy shoots the three, and it's good. Less than a minute left in the quarter. The score is 62-24. Dutton with the ball, bringing it down the court. Dutton tosses it inside to Hausman. Hausman gets it up, and it's good. Waters with the ball. Waters gives it back to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking at Cochran. Cochran gets the ball. Cochran goes to drive and is called for a carry. Be the Eagles' ball with 37 seconds left in the quarter. Binky will inbounds to Dutton. Dutton passes over to Stolsats. Stolsats over to Scheck. Scheck's looking inside. Dumps it across the field to Dutton. Dutton shoots the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Scheck. Scheck loses the ball. Kalmar gets a hand on it, and a foul is called. That will be Scheck's fifth foul. He will be done for the day, and that will be the team's fourth foul. Cochran with the ball. Cochran kicks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy looks to drive inside and draws a foul on the floor. Waters gets the ball, puts it up, and it's no good. Dutton with the rebound. Dutton goes to shoot. It's no good, and that will conclude the third quarter. The score, Ellinwood Eagles 64, Fairfield Falcons 24. Zinkel inbounds the ball to Dutton. Dutton will be at the top of the key. Sends it over to Binky. Binky sends it down to Hossman. Hossman looks inside, back to Binky. Binky over to Dutton. Dutton over to Stolzats. Stolzats back to Dutton. Dutton looks inside, looks to drive. It's not there. Kicks it over to Stolzats. Stolzats looks to drive, puts up the jump shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Binky. Binky kicks it out to Dutton. Dutton goes to drive, puts it up, and it's good for 2. Kennedy with the ball. Hands it into Waters. Waters dribbling the ball down the court. Waters hands off to Cochran. Cochran is looking. Gives the ball over to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking inside. Passes it to Cochran. Cochran puts it up. It's fouled. Cochran will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul is going to be on number 25, Gage Hossman, for the Eagles, and that is his 3rd foul, the team's 6th foul. First free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is good. Dutton with the ball. Sends it down to Hossman. Hossman goes up. No good. Rebounded by Cody Kennedy. Kennedy pulls it out. Gives it to Waters. Waters brings the ball down the court. Waters kicks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy shoots the 3, but is called for a travel. Dutton with the ball. Dutton looks inside. Brings it back to the top of the key. Hands it over to Binky. Binky is looking inside. Screen set up by Steltzman. Binky dumps it over to Dutton. Dutton pulls it out at the top of the key. Gives it over to Binky. Binky down to Stolzats. Stolzats is looking. Dumps it over to Dutton. Dutton inside to Hossman. Hossman pulls it out. Gives it back to Dutton. Dutton shoots the 3. No good. Rebounded by Stolzats. Stolzats put the 2 up. No good. Ball's rebounded by Bauman. Bauman brings the ball down the court. Bauman looks to go all the way. Puts it up. Fouled on the shot. Bauman will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 14, Cody Zink. That is his first foul and the team's 7th. First free throw is up, and it's good. The Eagles have put in a new 5. Second free throw is good. Brady Fowler checks in for Jared Bauman. Hines with the ball. Hines swings it over to Brock. Brock swings it back to Hines. Hines is looking inside. Gives it back to Brock. Brock back to Hines. Hines sends it over to Schofield and knocked out of bounds. Hines inbounds to Brock. Brock over to Hines. Hines back to Brock. Brock down to Batchman. Back to Brock. Back to Hines. Hines back to Brock. Down to Batchman. Batchman back to Brock. Brock looks to drive. Kicks it out to Batchman. Batchman looks to drive. Kicks it out to Hines. Hines shoots the 3. And it's no good. Falcons ball. Waters with the ball. Waters gives it to Cochran. Cochran takes the 3. No good. Rebound by Kalmar. Kalmar puts it up. It comes out. Foul on the shot. Excuse me. Foul on the floor. Waters will go to the line shooting 1-1. Foul's on number 5, Alex Brock. That is his 3rd, the team's 8th. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Hines with the ball. Brings it down, passes to Batchman. Batchman looks inside, kicks it back to Hines. Hines looking inside. Kicks it over to Batchman. Batchman looks to shoot the three. It's not there. Kicks it back to Hines. Hines goes to kick it inside. Picked off by Cochran. Cochran loses it. Miller gets the ball. Miller gives it to Brock. Brock goes up, and the ball is swatted down by Waters, and there's a foul called. Fouls on number 22, Ethan Waters. That is his fourth and the team's sixth foul. Brock will go to the line shooting 2. First free throw is no good. Andrew Kennedy, Jared Bauman, and Camry Homon have checked in for Cody Kennedy, Ashton Cochran, and Ethan Waters for the Falcons. Second free throw is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Mason Calmore. Calmore brings the ball down. Hands it off to Bauman. Bauman looks to drive, kicks it out to Homont. Homont shoots the three, and it's short. Ball's recovered by Brock. Brock is driving the ball down the court. Loses it, goes out of bounds. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Number 13, Morgan Hefner, is checking in for Alex Brock. Is the Eagles' ball. Batchman with the ball. Batchman hands it off to Schofield. Schofield kicks it over to Hines. Hines gives it to Batchman. Batchman loses the ball, goes out of bounds, and it's the Falcons' ball. Just under a minute left in the game. The score is 66-30. Bauman with the ball, bringing the ball down the court. Swings over to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking inside. Swings it back to Homont. Homont looking inside. Dumps it inside to Calmar. Calmar goes up for the layup. And it's good for 2. Hines with the ball. Hines brings the ball down the court. Up at the top of the key. He's looking inside. It's not there. Swings it over to Batchman. Batchman's looking inside. Batchman swings to Schofield. Swings it back to Batchman. Batchman to Hines. Hines looks to drive. Hines takes the jump shot. And it's no good. Rebounded by Camry Homont. 10 seconds left in the game. Homont drives the ball down the court. Gives it over to Calmar. Calmar goes up for the layup. And it's good for 2. Homont puts pressure on Hines, and Hines will dribble the ball to run the clock out, and that concludes the game. The final score, Ellinwood Eagles 66, Fairfield Falcons 34.
Congratulations, the Ellinwood Eagles, for winning the Falcon Classic.
Let's give it up for the Ellinwood Eagles.
First up is number 2 from Stafford, Emily Green. Next, we have number 14 from Ellinwood, Simpson. Next is number 23 from Ellinwood, Baker. Next from Otis Bison is number 32, Mayer. Is Otis Bison still here? Must be still going on. Next is number 22, Eva Schwarfager of the Falcons. Next is number 42 of the Falcons, Kaylee Combs. Next is number 24 from Pretty Prairie, Harbaugh. Then number 34 of Pretty Prairie, McKenna Vogel. Then number 21 of Flint Hills, Reagan Carney. And number 20 from South Central, Jellison. The boys all tournament team. First up, number 0 of Ellinwood, Britton Dutton. Next is number 1 of Ellinwood, Stolsatz. Next is number 22 from the Falcons, Ethan Waters. Also from the Falcons, number 43, Jacob Bowman. Number 10 of Otis Bison, Jace Coles. Sorry. Number 23 from Otis Bison, Regan, sorry. Number 8 for South Central, number 11 from South Central, Garza. Also from South Central, number 13, Robles. Number 3 from Flint Hills, Nate Becker. And number 22 from Flint Hills, Lowmaster. That is your boys all tournament team.